Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down the biggest stories. Today, we are diving straight into the brand new Champions League draw. And wow, has it already served up some absolute fireworks.
So, the draw is done. All 36 teams now know who they're up against, and let me tell you, for some of these clubs, the path to glory looks more like an absolute gauntlet. Let's get right into it.
You know, the big promise of this new format was more big games sooner, and boy has it delivered. We are not waiting around for the knockout rounds to get the drama. We've got massive, heavyweight clashes right from the get-go.
I mean, right out of the gate, the draw computer dropped an absolute bombshell. The undisputed kings of this competition, Real Madrid, they have to face not one, but two of England's very best in this initial phase. That is just an unbelievable test for Liverpool and Manchester City.
And look, if you're Paris Saint-Germain, the defending champs, you've got to be thinking, what did we do to deserve this? Seriously, their reward for winning the whole thing last year? A brutal, brutal schedule that includes facing both Barcelona and Bayern Munich. Good luck with that.
And honestly, that's just scratching the surface. Just take a look at some of these matchups. We've got Arsenal playing Bayern and Atletico. Barcelona's got Chelsea and a very dangerous Newcastle. It is just a feast of top-tier football right from Matchday 1.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how are we getting all these huge games so early on? Well, to get that, we really need to break down how this whole new system works, because trust me, it's a huge change from the old format.
So first things first, forget the old group stage. The 8 groups of 4? Gone. Instead, we have one giant 36-team league. And that one simple change, well, it changes absolutely everything.
And here is the most important part to understand. Every single team is now battling for a spot in this one massive league table. That means every match matters. Every single win, every goal even, could be the difference between going straight to the knockouts, having to survive a playoff, or going home early.
The draw itself is completely different too. You take all 36 teams, you split them into 4 pots based on their UEFA ranking. Simple enough, right? But here's the twist. Each team then draws 2 opponents from every single pot, including their own. The end result is that every club gets 8 totally unique matches. And that's the magic number to remember. 8. 8 games. 8 different opponents. 4 at home, 4 on the road. Yep, the days of playing the same 3 teams over and over again are officially over.
Now, of course, there have to be a few rules to keep things fair and interesting. UEFA put a couple of big ones in place. The main one? Teams from the same country can't play each other in this phase. Plus, no team can play more than 2 clubs from any other single country.
But, you know, this new format isn't just about the big guys beating each other up. It also sets the stage for one of my favorite stories in all of sports. The newcomers, the underdogs, getting their shot against the established giants.
And this season, we have 4 teams making their debut in Europe's top competition. We're talking about clubs from Belgium, Kazakhstan, Norway, and Cyprus. Every single one of them is living the dream, with a chance to make a name for themselves on the biggest stage.
And let's be real, the size of the mountain they have to climb is just immense. I mean, on one side, you've got clubs that have won this thing over 40 times combined. And on the other, 4 teams with a grand total of 0 titles between them. It is the definition of a David versus Goliath story.
So on one hand, you've got the old guard, right? The Titans, your Real Madrids, your Bayern Munichs, with decades of history and pedigree. And on the other hand, you've got pure, raw ambition. Teams that are just chomping at the bit to cause a massive historic upset.
And that dynamic, that clash of worlds, is what's going to make this league phase so much fun to watch. It is the perfect recipe for shocks, for upsets, and for those "do you remember when" moments that we'll all be talking about for years to come.
All right, finally, let's talk about the journey itself. Because in this expanded tournament, the challenges for these clubs go way beyond what happens on the pitch for 90 minutes.
Yeah, because of all these new matchups, this is one of the most geographically spread out Champions Leagues ever. And that creates this huge kind of hidden challenge for everyone, just sheer exhaustion from all the travel.
I mean, just think about this for a second. You've got Kairat Almaty, who are basically playing on the border with China. You've got FK Bodo Glimt all the way up in the north of Norway. The map for this tournament literally stretches from the Atlantic coast of Portugal to the edge of Asia. The logistics alone are going to be a huge story this season.
So, the path is set, and the dates are circled on the calendar.
The league phase kicks off in September, and it's going to be a tough grind all the way through January. After that, it's straight into the do-or-die knockout rounds, all leading to the final on May 30th, where two teams will battle it out for the ultimate prize.
So, the draw has laid out all these incredible potential stories of glory and heartbreak. But it leaves us with one massive question, doesn't it? Will this incredibly demanding new Super League format actually crown the best, most deserving champion in Europe? Or will it just crown the team with the deepest pockets and the most stamina to survive the grueling journey?